One of the most underestimated issues with tile is bowing or lipping. Not only do bowy tiles look, they can actually also cause a tripping hazard. Sometimes it even happens that they don't even pass Australian standards after the installation and has to be relayed. Or they maybe get unnoticed until someone trips over it and then you will get a claim. So let's talk about it. Bowing happens in factories that are trying to save costs. So bowing generally happens during the firing stage of the production process, and those factories are pushing the tiles through by reducing the time in the kiln, so the tiles are not being baked properly. Also, a combination with inferior raw materials contributes to that. Cut to size tiles, which are cut from a larger format, and you would recognize them by being, first of all, not true to size, and second, having a beveled edge. They will add an extra bowing to the tile as the tension is being released by cutting. Think about the timber-looking tiles. They have a very high tendency of bowing if you take a closer look. Again, usually our tiles are being cut to size from a larger format due to economical reasons. Well, first of all, bowy tiles look bad, like mentioned before, unless you want your installation to look like that. Second, bowy tiles tells you a lot about the general quality. What else is actually not good. Third, your tile is gonna hate you. Not only installing bowy tiles is time consuming and annoying, it actually brings us to the last aspect, which is the quite important, safety and compliance. So number 4 is compliance with Australian standards. Even if your tiles pass international standards, it actually doesn't mean they will comply with Australian standards for the installation. Let me explain why. Well, in Australian standards, lippage between two adjacent tiles should not exceed 1 mm, while international standards for bowing allow 2 mm difference for the same tile. So one tile being concave and the other convex, it can result into a high difference of 4 mm. So when you buy or specify tiles that do pass international standards, they may still not be good enough to pass Australian standards for installation. Look at this picture. This is installed in a landmark building in Sydney, a very high traffic area. Very unlikely that this would pass Australian standards of 1 mm high difference. So if someone trips over this, someone is gonna get a claim. Well, there are a few easy tricks to assess the general quality of bowing of the tiles you're looking at. But to be sure, check with manufacturer's standards or the test reports. Look at surface flatness and check the result. If the result is just pass, it should actually raise red flags. At Kaolin, our allowance for bowing is much stricter. So it's only 0.02% or 0.3 mm, for example, for 900 by 1800 size tiles. So it's easy for you or your tiler to achieve that flow without any lipping or any issues, basically. We are so confident in our surface flatness that we even allow grout joints down to 0.5 mm. Other easy trick to at least get an idea of the quality is by putting tiles from the same manufacturer face to face, like here. So here you'll be able to see the level of bowing they might show. Or in a good case scenario, like with 2 of our tiles, there is no bowing whatsoever. So be aware of the impact or consequences of purchasing, specifying or installing poor quality tiles. Or, like in a Russian saying, a stingy man pays twice.